Sandra here, and as you can see from the title and my half done makeup, we're gonna have another episode, or you know, part, whatever you want to call it, another video in my series which is called Use Them Shadows. And today, ta-da, we're gonna use the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette, and this is the newest palette in my collection that I got for my birthday. And I haven't played around way too much with it so far, so I decided to play with it today. And I had another video filmed, but I decided to film this one just because there's a few things I want to touch base on, and yeah, so I thought, you know, we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna zoom you in, adjust the lights because it seems a bit off. I'm filming with natural daylight today, and then we can get into this tutorial thing, I guess. Alright, I actually don't think the lights are too bad, so we're gonna get going. And I think the last tutorial I had going up was a Huda Beauty palette as well. So if it is, I'm really sorry. I had quite a few videos filmed, but because of the whole virus situation and everything was just a bit stressful, so I didn't really have the time, well, didn't have it before to edit. But now I'm off work, well, just working from home. We're still working out how everything's gonna fall into place in this new situation, but I have a bit more time on my hands at the moment, so hopefully I can use that time productively and put it into my YouTube channel, or at least that's my plan so far. So first I'm gonna go in with a small brush. This is the Morphe M506, and I'm gonna go into a shade called Tease, which is just that browny shade, and I'm gonna build it up just above my crease and in the outer corner. I wanted something fairly easy but still use quite a few shades, so that's what we're aiming for today. And I already primed my eyes with my usual Wet n Wild concealer, and then set it with just a neutral shade from this palette, which is called Beige. And I used this a few times, as I mentioned before, but not an awful lot, so it's nice to play with this palette. And so far I really enjoy it. The shades are easy to blend out. Now I have to say, there's only a small variety of looks I feel you can create with it, because most of the shades are quite neutral. There's a few purpley and pinky in there, but you know, I feel like you get quite a few similar looks, which I don't mind. It's a beautiful palette. But I thought I'm just gonna throw it out there. Obviously it's not a new palette, so you've probably seen a tutorial with this already if you were interested. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Secret, which is slightly lighter, and right next to it. Also, if you have this palette, have you used the concealer shade in there before, and if so, what do you use it for? Because I was told that it's really nice if you want to cut your crease, but I tried to use it before just to basically prime my eyes, and it didn't work. It did not hold in place at all. So just want to see your experiences with it and how you used it. So I'm gonna, oh, I just took a bigger brush. I'm not sure I mentioned what this is. So this is the E42, and I'm just using this with Secret to blend out the previous shade. Just make it nice and blown out. And then I'm gonna go back with the previous brush and the previous color Tease and build it up a bit more. But if you have any video recommendations of what you like to watch lately, what sort of content, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm thinking of filming a makeup collection / makeup inventory video. I think it would be good for me. I sort of did an inventory for myself yesterday, but I would be quite happy to, you know, have it on camera, just because I feel like it's easy to look back for me as well and just compare where I've been and where my collection is going, and it's a bit easier to control. Especially these days, I don't think any of us will spend a lot on makeup to start with, so it could be quite nice. Next I'm gonna go in with the shade Tickle, which is this pinky color, and I'm not sure how much you're gonna see. There's quite a bit of fallout. Where are the colors I used? There. quite a bit of fallout, but it doesn't bother me too much. Obviously it's just a bit annoying if it goes in the concealer shade. But anyway, I'm gonna use a flat brush and dip it in Tickle, which is this beautiful pink. And I'm gonna apply this all over my lid. This would be beautiful just really blown out as well by itself. Maybe I can do that tomorrow. You know, I'm still trying to play with makeup, especially now, as much as I can. I've only been home for 3 days. It's Wednesday and Sunday was my last day at work, so I'm quite happy that I don't have to go in anymore because I work in central London, so it's nice not to having to worry about commuting there and back. I just took the brush I used previously and blended it a bit. And then I'm gonna go back in the small brush and Tease, which is the darkest shade we used, and just blend it again in the outer corner. But yeah, I'm quite happy I don't have to go to work anymore, but I just hope I'm gonna have a bit more time for YouTube now and to play with makeup, because it truly is just nice to not to have to think about anything really. And then I'm gonna go in with a synthetic brush just because I feel like it picks it up better than a natural hair one. And I'm gonna use this shade, which is called Daydream. My camera doesn't focus, there we go, that beautiful shade. And I find like these work well with either a synthetic brush or with the fingers, but it's just a bit easier to control with the brush. So I'm just gonna put it everywhere from the inner corner till the middle or sort of outer portion of the lid. And on this side I don't have too much of a fallout. I had quite a bit on the other side, but I just take a big fluffy brush and swoop it away, and it swipes away without any problem. I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger because it's not as intense as I want it to. There we go. That's better. And then I can take my brush to sort of use it a bit more. And then use the darkest shade again with my small blending brush and just blend it. Same in the outer corner. Then I'm going to take my big brush, and without any additional product I'm just gonna blend it and buff it. Then I take a small, well, it's just a lip brush, and I dip it in the color Crave, which is this one right here. And I'm just gonna use it in my inner corner. Oh, it's such a beautiful color. I'm gonna take my big brush to blend this inner corner. I feel like that's a bit darker than on the other side. Let me just blend it away. Maybe I can use a bit of Beige and blend it, sort of erase it. Same on that side a bit. Okay, it's almost like it never happened. Again, just take the brush and blend a bit. I'm gonna deepen up the outer corner just a tiny bit more again, just building up the shade Tease. I actually haven't used the glitter shades from here yet, but I don't think today will be the day. And basically that's all I did. Now I'm gonna just do the lower lash line. So for that I took a flat brush and I dipped it in Tease and just blended it on my lower lash line. Also, I'm doing that. Everything I used on my complexion I will leave in the description box if you're interested. It's fairly natural, to be fair. I didn't want it to interfere with the eyes because I was not too sure where I'm going with it, so it's best to stay neutral. And then I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush, which my camera is really having trouble with focusing, but this is the Morphe B16, and I'm gonna dip it in Secret and just blend it out. And then I'm gonna take the brush that I used in the beginning for Tease, so it's just a small Morphe one, and really blend it under there. So as a next step, what I did, I took just a small flat brush and I mixed the shade Crave that we used for the inner corner with Beige, so it's not too strong, and I applied it on my brow bone. So I'm gonna do the same on this side. Just a little bit of brightening, but not too much, because Crave in itself can be a bit too much, as you can see on the inner corner. That will be a bit too much under my brows. The two together under there is really nice. It just lifts it lightly. And then I'm gonna apply some mascara and then I will be back. Alright guys, so basically this is the finished look. It's fairly simple, we only use a few shades, but I think it's quite effective. It's quite nice and it's just a little bit glowy, you know, just to lift your spirits. And I do really enjoy this palette. I think the packaging looks beautiful, so does the inside. I mean, how can you not like those colours? Oh, the mirror, sorry, it's blinding you. But yeah, how can you not like those colours? I don't know. I really enjoy using this so far. About the whole virus situation, hopefully none of you are impacted and everyone is okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a scary situation. Obviously none of us has gone through this before, so I don't think, you know, any of us can go, oh, that was weird. We've just seen a lady who lives sort of across tossing down a bucket from her balcony to the garden. Strange. But anyway, I don't think that, you know, we can just go on as nothing happened without addressing the situation. Now, with all my extra free time, I think I will have to do some amount of work, but with all the extra free time, I just want to basically put it in my channel and also, you know, just do a bit of fitness, do a bit of reading and all these other activities that otherwise I don't have time for. And, you know, my best advice would be just for all of you to do the same, because otherwise we're gonna go nuts spending all this time at home. I'm trying to follow everyone sort of on Instagram and see what they're doing. If you want to follow me, you're gonna see both of my accounts here. One is more like a lifestyle kind of thing where I put if I'm traveling, which obviously now is not gonna happen for a while, and just all these little bits I'm doing throughout the day, whereas the other one is more about makeup, and that's where I post most of the looks that I'm doing, and just little bits and bobs here and there. If you want to follow me, I will do my best to follow most people back as well. But yeah, basically just give each other some love and spend this time with your loved ones as well. If you live in the same household, just make sure you check in with them. And I will try to post more content here because, well, we have the time and I love doing this. So it's just gonna keep me sane. But yeah, that's it. I will have a few more videos coming that I pre-filmed, and then I also want to film, as I mentioned, my makeup collection in inventory, so we'll see how that goes. And I never really filmed a video where I talk about products I would want to buy, although I have one coming, although no, by the time this is up I think you will have seen it. It's a video where I talk about brands I want to try, but I thought about doing these would I buy videos or window shopping videos, because again, for a while now probably makeup is not going to be a priority for any of us. Why can I talk? That we will buy, so that could be quite a nice idea. Or I was thinking of shop my stash videos as well, but not in a sense that I'm going to put it on the side and wear it for, I don't know, a week or two, but more of like a get ready style. So we'll see. Basically that's it for now. Let me know what you think of this look, and yeah, any ideas that you have, just comment below. Let me know how you're doing, and for now I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please give it a like, and please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. But for now I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and bye.